Well, as you can see, Kavi Solokol has joined us on set, which means that this story has moved forward. Kavi, what is the latest breaking news with this?
This morning, Manchester United fans have been buzzing with updates that carry huge implications for the club's direction. From Gareth Southgate's clear decision to snub the Old Trafford job, to new discussions surrounding Zinedine Zidane, and of course, important team news under Ruben Amorim. Let's go step by step and break this all down in a way every Red Devil supporter will appreciate. First up, the Southgate situation. For months, his name was tied to Manchester United. The English press ran with the narrative that if United needed a calm, steady hand, Southgate could be the man. But the reality is clear now, he's not coming. He's committed to the England national team and is determined to lead them into the next international tournament. For some United fans, this is a relief. Many questioned whether Southgate's pragmatic and often cautious style of football would have truly suited Old Trafford. International management is one thing, short bursts of games, tournament football, limited player contact. Club football at the highest level is another. It's about building a squad, grinding through a 60-game season, and living in the pressure cooker of week-to-week football. Southgate knows that, and deep down, so do United fans. The decision to snub United keeps him in his comfort zone, but it also opens the door for the club to focus entirely on Amorim's project without distraction. Now let's turn to something far more intriguing: Zinedine Zidane and his name being linked once again to Manchester United. Zidane is football royalty. His record at Real Madrid speaks for itself: Champions League titles, league success, and the respect of players across the world. For United fans, the thought of Zidane walking the touchline at Old Trafford has always carried a sense of glamour, almost a dream scenario. But what's the reality behind these Zidane talks? From what's being reported, Zidane has never been desperate for any job. He chooses carefully. He has turned down high-profile offers before, waiting for projects that excite him both professionally and personally. For him, language, culture, and family all play huge roles. The United job is massive, but Zidane has not shown any eagerness to dive into the Premier League. Still, his name continues to resurface because he represents something United fans crave: status, authority, and the ability to attract the best players. Imagine the pull of Zidane sitting in the dugout when trying to convince Europe's top stars to come to Manchester. That's why these Zidane discussions keep fans talking. At the same time, Amorim is the man in charge, and United's project is firmly in his hands right now. Zidane remains a fantasy, but fantasies are powerful in football, and his shadow will always hover over conversations when United look at elite managers. Shifting to the present, let's focus on the squad and the team news. Ruben Amorim is settling into life at Manchester United, and it's been fascinating to watch how he's trying to shape this side. Training sessions have been intense, the tempo has been higher, and there's a clear emphasis on pressing with purpose. Amorim is trying to inject discipline while also giving the players confidence to express themselves. Team-wise, several updates are important. The defensive setup has been under the microscope. Injuries and inconsistency last season left United vulnerable at the back. Amorim's solution has been about structure. Expect to see the defense pushed slightly higher, with the midfield instructed to protect spaces much more aggressively. This isn't a passive system. He wants defenders comfortable in possession, and he's drilling them to stay switched on at all times. For players like Lisandro Martinez, this plays to their strengths. But for others, it's a test, and only time will tell who adapts best. In midfield, Amorim faces both an opportunity and a challenge. United's engine room has often looked out of balance, sometimes too open, sometimes too rigid. Amorim's philosophy is built on having a dynamic double pivot, midfielders who can both defend and build play quickly. This is where fans will need patience. It takes time for midfielders to understand spacing, pressing triggers, and when to transition. Early signs suggest he's putting a lot of faith in players who can cover ground and distribute intelligently. That could mean bigger roles for some, while others might find themselves phased out if they can't meet the physical and tactical demands. Up front, the big talking point will always be about goals. Manchester United's attacking play last season lacked consistency. Amorim wants fluidity, front players interchanging positions, not just static strikers waiting for service. Training reports say the emphasis has been on movement without the ball, dragging defenders out of shape, and creating space for runners. For United fans, this is exciting. A modern attacking system can transform how the team feels going forward, and Amorim is determined to make it click. Don't just watch, subscribe. Of course, squad depth is another pressing issue. Injuries have haunted United in recent campaigns, and Amorim is pushing for reinforcements. He knows the season is long, and relying on a thin squad is a recipe for frustration. Expect transfer news to remain hot around United as the club looks to back their new coach with players suited to his style. Let's circle back briefly to Zidane one more time, because it connects to this bigger picture. Some fans might say, why keep dreaming about Zidane when Amorim is here? The truth is, Zidane's name is less about immediate reality and more about United's stature. When a club like Manchester United is linked to Zidane, it signals ambition. Even if he never comes, the association itself shows that United remain in the conversation for the very biggest figures in football. Amorim will want to write his own story, and right now, he has the chance to build something exciting. So what does all of this mean for United fans this morning? The Southgate saga is done, he won't be leaving England for Old Trafford. Zidane continues to hover in the background of football conversations, but Amorim is the man entrusted with steering this team forward. And in the here and now, the focus is on implementing a new identity, sharpening the squad, and preparing for a grueling season. Fans can take encouragement from one thing: there's a plan. Amorim's methods are clear. He has fresh ideas, he's not afraid to demand intensity, and he's determined to restore consistency. Whether it's in defense, midfield balance, or attacking sharpness, he's laying down foundations. And with the backing of the board in the transfer market, supporters can expect more pieces to fall into place. This morning's updates remind us of something crucial. Manchester United is still one of the most watched, most discussed, and most powerful names in football. Every decision, from who rejects the job to who might be interested, becomes headline news. But beyond the noise, it's about progress on the pitch. That's where Amorim will be judged, and that's what the fans truly want to see. So as United fans wake up today, there's clarity. Gareth Southgate isn't coming, Zidane remains a distant possibility, and Ruben Amorim is writing the present chapter with his players. The journey ahead is long, but the sense of direction is starting to take shape. And as always, keep it locked here on United Pulse TV for every twist, turn, and revelation. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more breaking Manchester United updates, deep analysis, and exclusive insights.